EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Murray will go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Caught left side, Hopkins. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Throwing again here, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Again, it's Homer. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. To throw is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Murray.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down. Murray to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
56. Mike, 56. Right. 56. Stop your body. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Take back. Kill. Check 43.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
Check 56. Give me that ball, defense. Force. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here it goes. Switch. Out.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
In his face. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.